intro, man. You guys missed it. Kibble's over here DJing it up. Dropping all the beats, man.
All these colors are completely backwards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
One day we'll get these scoreboards right. One day it's going to happen.
Oh, man. And I didn't even fix it. I didn't even...
See, I'm just really glad it's you.
There we go.
So everyone makes fun of you instead of me.
All this did?
I'm so happy for that. Like, that's the best part. Like, because I did this at Playham all the time. I'd always screw up the scoreboards and they're like, this Robin, like, this guy is horrible. He'll never go anywhere in life. And now that it's you happening, like, I'm laughing at it, but I feel your pain at the same time.
I will vicariously make fun of myself and take pleasure in it.
Yes, it's so true.
Thanks.
You're welcome, man.
I know this is actually it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
In fact.
It makes you think about it next time.
I pulled it up and I hit the swap button and all it did was switch which side they were on. I was like, no, I wanted to switch the colors.
One day we'll get it right, guys. Kevin, we miss you. Come back, man. I'm going to tweet him out.
You know the thing, though? By the time he gets back, we're not going to need him anymore.
Like,
yeah.
Kevin, get out of here, man. We got this. This is our office. All right, guys. Well, jumping into the game, as we introduced our players in the top left corner, about the 9-18 position. It's going to be your boy, Trimaster from Team Complexity, repping the light pink Terran. Bottom right corner, Value, dominating 2-0 currently in the moment, playing some really strong positioning games. I feel like his engagements have been just better overall. Last one was a little bit sloppy, but Sasquatch and them were playing a really weird game when it came to engagement. There's a lot of mind games actually in the actual engagements themselves. I guess it's the best way to explain it. But here he is, your red Protoss player.
All right, so as you were talking about, Trimaster has this different macro-oriented playstyle, maybe from what we would see like a player like QXC, who was killed by Value. You know, I like the decision because QXC's got this real strategic mindset.
See this gas?
Sorry?
If that probe, does that probe see that gas actually? Yes, he does see the gas. Okay, just want to point that out. Go ahead and keep your point.
Actually, no, that's a fantastic thing to point out because you can actually take this back, Geyser, and I mean, I can't say that you wouldn't see it. Now I can say that you wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
So that does make a difference. Actually.
Yeah, like, I was wondering because like Antigua Shipyard is something that you try to hide as well, and I actually haven't played that many games on a bit, so I don't like it that much for my play. I like to play more 2 bases or into a third, and this kind of throws me off a little bit. But anywho, so he does see that gas, and that's a big tail. Something might be coming. Now there could be a possibility that Trimaster did that on purpose. He's actually falling up into 2 more X now. Yeah. So he may just may have done that.
Not even mine off this gas, which he's not doing.
He's going to go off up to Command Center. That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, so this suddenly makes a ton of sense.
We're going to have
Trimaster.
Going for the Tri-Rex.
So sneaky, man. He builds the refinery, mines 4 gas out of it. And he was not even going to finish it, which was kind of cool. Value could have actually taken note of this, because if you guys saw, the SCV that was actually building the refinery left. Then he saw that Value was leaving his probe here, attacking the supply depot, so then it came back and finished the refinery to be super convincing, because if he saw the refinery just stop finishing. But that kind of makes things a little perplexing then, because Value's going to go, well, why'd you stop building it with your SCV?
And that's also a small thing to hit. He may have even missed that completely. Although I think he just brought a probe into the natural and saw that bunker, so he is aware now that something might be going on, that there could be actually some kind of fake expansion. Let's see if Value is actually reading that. And actually, no, he's going to expand behind this. At home, did he follow up into a Cybernet escort after we see this? Wow, the Stalker actually didn't get in range to see if there was a command center.
Nope, it did not.
You need to leave the Zealot first.
Exactly.
And then follow up to the Stalker. That was a very small, minute mistake by Value, and he still doesn't get any information, but he takes damage on the Stalker. That was a little bit sloppy by him. But look in the main really quick. I want to see if he went to a Cybernetics core. Okay, so he went to the gateway into Cybernetics core. He was like, okay, so maybe something is coming my way. And then when he popped in with that probe and saw the bunker, he's like, crap, I got duped. Yeah. So now he followed up into a Nexus, but it's going to be a little bit behind where he wants. But the thing is, Trimaster is actually expanding a little bit on the later side too. He went for a heavy marine pressure. He's going to pop into this natural. Is he bringing these SCVs?
I mean, he totally is.
Oh my gosh!
Because this command center's not done mining yet. So let's be honest here.
Oh my gosh! So there's so much thought process going into this. Okay, so he knows that his opponent came in and checked for that expansion, of course, so he's going to follow up with a pretty strong attack. He's like, okay, he came in to look for an expansion. I'm faking like I have an expansion. I'm going to come in with a huge aggressive push and then have expansion behind it. So this isn't all in and a half. This is just, I need to do damage attack.
Yeah.
And that's it. So Trimaster walking across the middle of the map with tons of SCVs and a lot of Marines, and there's only 3 gateways here. He's actually in a bit of a trouble.
This is a short step away from one of the safer builds he could do, though. Following this up with 4 gates, we've seen MC do this versus Terrans a frequent amount. It's a super safe play. Now this Nexus is definitely dead, no question about it. But he may be able to hold the ramp for now with these 2 sentries, especially if he can cut some units in half.
This Trimaster, man, so smart. This is a really gimmicky play, but I love it. I love it so much, man. Like, I'm so happy. I'm smiling here. We're going to have Value come down here and engage, bring in the probes as well, but they're going into a real huge choke here for the Marines. It's just a health away on that.
Well, the SCVs are dead, and he's trying to actually chase these units. I feel like if he stood behind it... Oh, he has one more SCV actually helping wrapping up some bunkers here. He's going to manage to kill off a lot of the DPS here. Then he can fall back to the bunker, but he waited really long. Only 3 Marines do make it inside. Will he be able to finish the other bunker? No, but he's going to manage to, I think, if he target fires, he could take out this Nexus for sure.
Is he not target firing?
He's not target firing, Tim. That Nexus is at 140 hit points. Most certainly would have been killed, but unfortunately, Trimaster lets the Nexus live.
So I loved that, and then that happened.
Yep.
And then I hated it.
Yep.
I just went through a full spiral of emotions. There was a...
You feel a little dizzy?
Literally, a couple of things that he could have done is A, take 3 Marines and put it above that Nexus, finish it off, and then just go ahead and engage as much as he wanted, snipe some sentries, and then something that's trade is perfect. He's feeling great, but now this Nexus wants to retain shields, and it's going to keep Value in a good position. I want to look at the workers' kill count. That will tell more of a story. Can we pull that up?
Yeah, okay, it's pretty bad.
9-2, so actually, Trimaster didn't lose that many SCVs. Lost 9. Once we get done with this harassment, flip units tab and see where both players are at. It's at 30-20, so Trimaster's actually behind. He's got the mules, of course, makes it a little bit better, but Value is in a good position. He's actually going to put on... Well, this looks more like a soft contain than anything.
Yeah, but the real problem, besides his attack that has the potential to kill him, force fields are going to kill off the bunker very, very easily. The Guardian Shield severely negating damage. Even if Value can't kill him here, Value has tech behind this. Trimaster has nothing. He's got stamp on the way.
He's got Econ. Trimaster, he has such good play, man. He just screwed it up a little bit.
So
he
tough,
it just a tad bit. And now this command center is in trouble. There's no way he's going to keep that. He's going to lift it off. These Stalkers could actually focus it down before it gets away, and SCVs can't come repair it. Those get sniped away. So he should be able to kill this. Focus it, focus it, focus it, focus it, focus it, focus it, and it goes down. Bam. Pylon here as well. Now it's just Marines here. Stem pack is on the way. It's going to be helpful, but the problem is kiting is available.
He can kill the stem before anything happens. Bunkers aren't going to complete. There it is.
Interesting game. Really, Trimaster had a huge opportunity to make that game into a fun one, because Value wouldn't be able to follow the counterattack. He'd have to go into an expansion, and then of course he did take a huge economic disadvantage by going for that delayed expansion. Of course, going really heavy into an army to kill off that Nexus. So essentially, I think Value would have made it into an even game. We would have Trimaster just a tad bit ahead, but it would have made the game go into a really strong mid-game overall.
Well, I mean, okay, so the units from Value here still would have been able to go for the counterattack. He wouldn't have lost any additional units. He would have just lost the Nexus. In fact, he would have had an extra Stalker if the target firing happened instead. So Trimaster still may have lost that game. He could have had more bunkers. Maybe he would have, if he killed the Nexus, could have expected the counterattack and reacted differently, because he's like, I killed your Nexus. You got it all in me right now, and thrown down maybe 2 or 3 bunkers instead of just 1. But that was a real finicky situation.
Well, I mean, he kills the Nexus, and at that point, he has mules available. He can keep muling and stop making SV production, so he's saving 50 minerals at a time. He's just popping out a lot of Marines.
Exactly,
and he gets enough
expect
for a bunker.
the all-in.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, he would have had it would have been a hard defense, like you're mentioning, but I think he would have been okay overall, and he would have just followed up into having the mules to go ahead and catch up in economy and eventually take the lead. But that's just an if situation. Like we said, what happened. He missed out on a huge opportunity to kill off that Nexus. Could have focused it down, even if he wanted to pop out those Marines out of the bunker, the top side, and pop around. It's small opportunity.
It was tough, man. Now Complexity is on the line. They are down 4-2 in this situation. And they will be bringing out Rise, a Zerg player, to see if he can manage to clean up the tirade that Value has been tearing through Complexity's roster.
Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and hop into the next match. We'll be here after the next commercial, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Quick break, and we'll be right back. See you guys then on the other side. Bye-bye.